Well, I'm here at Westchester Lagoon in Anchorage, Alaska on a foggy, drizzly morning, supposedly clearing up today. Had a rainy day yesterday. It's been a couple of weeks since I posted, and I've had an adventurous time since then. I drove across the Denali Highway with Brenda and Jed, and then we split up and I went down to the Kenai Peninsula, spent 4 nights at Peterson Lake, then went down to Homer to visit my friends Ken and Diane. I took 2 scenic bear flights to photograph bears at Brooks Falls and at Hallow Bay in Katmai National Park. We'll spin around so the view's a little bit better. Then after that, my wife flew in and I picked her up, and we went and spent the night at Rainbow Lake and kayaked there. We went to Anchor Point, spent the night. We visited with Ken and Diane again, and then my son flew in and we went to Seward and spent a few days over in the Seward area. And now I've dropped everybody at the airports, and I have 1 day, 24 hours until the next guest comes. My sister is arriving tomorrow, and tomorrow evening I meet the group for the bear tour. And then I go to Lake Clark for a week to photograph bears and come back to Anchorage again, where I'll be meeting another sister and her significant other, and the 4 of us, my 2 sisters, and I and Harold are going to spend a few days sightseeing around Alaska. So this is my time period where I've actually been out of the van a bunch. I spent a week at Ken and Diane's. I spent the last 3 nights, or 4 nights I guess, in hotels. I'll be in the van again tonight, and then starting in the hotels and the lodge tomorrow. So lots of different things going on here. But I'll show you what I've been up to for the last couple of weeks, and I'll try not to make it too long. So enjoy my adventures in Alaska. Here, wanderers parked along the street here at Westchester Lagoon, and this is where I'm doing my editing today because it's a perfect day for editing. Catch up to you soon. Ah, home sweet home. So here I am just walking up and down this dirt road. I got ahead of Jed and Brenda, and I pulled over and I'm waiting for them. So while I'm waiting for them, I decided to try to get some exercise. And I'm just walking up and down this dirt road, back and forth, trying to get a mile in before they show up. It's the first place I've been in days where there are absolutely no bugs, at least no mosquitoes anyway, so that's way cool. The mosquitoes have kept us trapped inside so much that I haven't been getting any exercise. It's been driving me crazy. So down to the van. and back again. And so far, let's see, I've done almost 3/4 of a mile, and actually I didn't start it till like my third lap or so before I remembered. So getting close to a mile here, so that's good. So you can see here me and my fashion statement. I've got the mosquito netting on my hat, but not over my head, because as I mentioned, this is the first place where there haven't been any mosquitoes. So I'm taking advantage of it and getting a little exercise walk in. Back and forth, back and forth. So this is where I woke up this morning, on Peterson Lake, on the Kenai. There's loons out there. I just heard one. I was hoping it would sing again. Quite beautiful. And I don't have a bug net on or any bug lotion, and I'm doing fine. So that's great. Got my big camera set up. And last night's sunset here was beautiful. I think I'm going to go kayaking here today. All in all, a good morning. There's an eagle flying over the loons. It's got them quite upset. I'm out here on Peterson Lake, out in the kayak. I'd say putting the kayak together today was a bit of a struggle. I'd say it was Oru 5, Lewis 1, but I finally got it together, so that was good. Right in front of me is a loon with 2 babies, so I've been photographing that. I can hear her mate. Sorry for that rocking. I can hear her mate calling behind me. But it's a beautiful day here in the Kenai. I'm just waiting for Mom to come back up. There she comes. See if she has any food. Nope. I'm trying to position myself somewhere so that the wind takes me towards the loons and I don't have to paddle or turn. But I don't want to get too close. I don't want to disturb her feeding. So I'm keeping a distance. I'm shooting at 500 millimeters and I probably plan to go up. Well, she's under a long time this time. There she comes. Nothing in her mouth. But it's nice to be in a fairly bug-free environment for a change. I haven't had to worry about the bugs. I can actually go outside. There was no problem assembling the kayak. I couldn't do that in the Arctic because the bugs were so bad we couldn't get out long enough. We saw many Great Lakes for kayaking in, but we weren't brave enough to deal with the bugs. So it's nice to be on part of the adventure where the bugs aren't dictating what I do. So I'm getting down to my last couple of coffee crisps. I don't know why I didn't buy more before I left Canada. I sure wish they'd sell them in the U.S. I'm dirty. I'm hot. I'm going in. That felt good. It's a cold and windy, rainy, blustery kind of day. I'm here at Peterson Lake on the Kenai Peninsula. I've been here for a few days. Unfortunately, the rain isn't enough to wash all the dirt off a wanderer. But it's getting better, I guess. You can see the trees are blowing. The wind is going. It's in the 50s. I've got the heat on in the van. So I'm kind of taking advantage of this day to kind of hole up inside, get some editing done. There's a couple other hardy people here at the campground. I'm at Alaska Bear Adventures in Homer, getting ready to board a flight, fly over to Katmai to Brooks Falls, and photograph bears. It's a little overcast right now in Homer, but it's supposed to clear up. Actually much nicer today than it was yesterday. So I'm hoping for a great day photographing bears and my first time visiting Brooks Falls.
You can take your headsets and everything, clip them to the back of the seats, or put them on the seats, PFDs as well.
This is what it's like walking on the platform out to the Bear Falls to view the bears. Well, they just called our name and we get to go to the main viewing platform for 30 minutes. And then we have to leave.
Unpaid work. Thank you. I'll get it.
Slide that back.
I want to do that.
That's okay. So, Katmai is the Disneyland of bear viewing. And it's all, or at least Brooks Falls is. And it's all to get a glimpse. Heading out on another bear adventure.
Well, now it's 5.5 hours later, and I finally finished, or mostly finished, editing the video. I have great respect for all those YouTubers who post on a weekly basis. I spent about 5.5 hours, as I mentioned today, and about the same amount of time yesterday just gathering all my assets and editing my pictures. So I hope you all appreciate the video. If you do, please click below and subscribe. And the next adventure will be after spending my week with my bear tour over at Lake Clark National Park, and probably spending some time with my sisters. That'll be about 2 weeks, and that'll probably be my next post. So after that, I'll see you again soon. Take care and stay well.